Welcome to the West Coast POPCast. Hope you guys are doing good on this Monday evening. Welcome. Thank you guys for whoever's liking, subscribing. If you're new here or if you've been rocking with us, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Knock, El Campeón del Mundo, the jet flying, PlayStation playing, Spider-Man swinging, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun is here. Finally, the champion. I'm really enjoying myself here being champ. It's been a good week. I'll kick it to the regular cast members, former champ, Zach, man. How you doing this week?
I'm good, man. I watched a lot of wrestling, played no PlayStation. Yeah. I'm living the humble life.
And then my boy, Eric, man. How you doing, man?
The old me would have heard all that trash you were talking and been upset. But the new me has found peace in the Just Us League, so I am doing perfect.
Yes, the Just Us League is still going strong. Also, Eric, can you just throw it to the fans again? Let them know about this giveaway, man. These guys got to get in on this.
Right. So if you, for some reason, haven't been hearing it, we are doing the giveaway very soon. As of, I think, last night, we have pretty much finished all 3 cups. So giveaway is coming very soon. I'd almost say at most 3 weeks. So keep an eye out, subscribe. We're only going to be looking at subscribers.
Yes, only subscribers. So hit that up, hit that button, and get in on this cool stuff.
Yes.
But to start it off, let's get right into it. Everybody's doing good. We had a viewer question from a longtime fan, member of the Just Us League. What's his name? Tsunami Bravo.
One of our core
My guy,
members.
Tsunami. Question.
I got it. All right. Tsunami asks, he says,
right.
I'm not too into Instagram, but if you're doing questions again, what would you say is a wrestling match you've watched over and over the most? Great question, Tsunami Bravo. I'll kick it off. I rewatch Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels a lot, at least once or twice a year.
Very good choice. It's a damn good match. I'm either rewatching both HBK and Taker's matches at Mania, or Walter and Will Ospreay at OTT.
Nice.
Yeah, so for me, I tend to rewatch the Omega Okada matches. Those are some of my all-time favorites. Some of the AJ Styles stuff he did with Samoa Joe and Chris Daniels and Kurt Angle. Typically, those type of matches I rewatch a lot, especially nowadays. Great question, Tsunami, man. Appreciate it. But
I also watch anything
recap.
Scott Steiner, so I'll just Google if I'm bored. Scott Steiner stuff.
Yeah, that dude is hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I think I said in the past before, I rewatched the New Day Usos rap battle. Some good stuff there.
That's a damn good segment to rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Jay Lethal promo.
Yes.
Ric Flair impression. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It stands the test of time.
There's one I'll go back to every...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. The weird one I'll go back to every now and then is the Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels one, where HBK is just overselling everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Some oversells kind of work in a funny way.
Yeah.
To current day wrestling around the world. Started off with Monday Night Raw. Oh man, we had Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton get into a brawl at Miz TV. A lot of stuff here going on with the 24/7 title. R-Truth took it back. Asuka and Nia Jax had a disqualification match for whatever reason, just to set up them putting Lana through another table. But the best thing I think on here for me was the Mustafa Ali match versus Ricochet. He tapped out Ricochet with the Koji clutch. I'm glad Mustafa has this finisher in his moveset now in his arsenal, because he hits it really well and he comes out of nowhere with it. So good stuff for me. How do you guys feel about Raw, Zach?
It was a lot of the same stuff. I really enjoyed Drew and Sheamus backstage, and the Buzzard was hanging out in the background, but they are really good together. And yeah, that Ricochet Mustafa match, I think it was like 3 commercial breaks. It could have been more or less, but it was well timed and it was a great damn match.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So Mustafa Ali is trying his hardest to keep that Retribution stuff afloat, and I give him all the credit. I will not leave Raw without talking about my boy Bobby Lashley defending and winning, retaining his title, tapping out Titus O'Neil. But that's all from Raw. I'm not going to stick there. Let's go on that.
Titus is still wrestling?
AEW. He is still wrestling. He's still there, man. He came here to job it out, did a job, and moved on.
Damn.
Yeah. I know, man. Dynamite happened this week. We've seen quite a lot of stuff. They're doing a lot of teasing for next week with the Jericho MJF stuff. The biggest thing here we saw was the return of Pac. Good to see him. He'll be feuding with Eddie Kingston. Hopefully Eddie Kingston can have a good match with Pac. I mean, he's Pac, so whatever. Bunkhouse match. Let's start there, though, Zach. How did you feel about this?
All right, this is none of the people involved's fault, but it was more of a production thing. I didn't like this match at all because of it. The Blade was he was what is the word I'm looking for? He was blocking shots before he was. Yeah, that too though. He did he was blocking shots before people were making them, which was telegraphing the moves that were coming. And also we saw him blade on TV. The camera didn't cut, so you saw him and the ref work out the blade spot. And then Dustin and the Butcher falling into the fake box of beanbag chairs in there. Like they were talking to each other. So again, the camera got too close or something. It was just the wrong production cues were done during that match, which totally took me out of it.
Yeah. I got that on second watch too. When I was watching the first time, I was like, wow, this is like the best thing QT Marshall will ever do. I think this is Dustin's most memorable match besides Cody one or since then. But man, there was a lot of miscues, a lot. I'm glad they're bringing these old school stuff back. Because I mean, last week I said, "What the hell is a bunkhouse match?" I had no idea, and it was kind of cool to see. Eric, how'd you feel about it?
Well, first thing I want to say about that match, real quick, is wrestling is very stupid because WWE trademarked Bunkhouse Stampede. I guess it's the same match. I'm assuming, just for AEW to just cut off Stampede. I don't know what the point of that trademark was. It didn't do shit, but.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I thought the only saving grace at first was the fact that they had weapons and stuff, but Zach I could have done without this match. I thought it was good for a Dynamite match, but nah, it was sloppy. It can go away.
Yeah, and guess what? QT
I'm glad
at the end.
What?
He looked like an apple.
I remember thinking that. I was like, why is no one commentary saying this?
Oh man. I'm glad they finally actually paid this storyline off, though. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't need to see any more from this.
And too much baby.
Waiting for Dustin to have that. Yeah. Barely see what was going on for a bit after that.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I do want to touch on real quick is, of course, the debut of Jade. Her whole thing about Cody. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I think she needs some work on the mic. I think she might have. Was trying to find her words a little bit and ran a little long, but she's jacked. I don't know what she can do in the ring, but she's believable. That's how you make a statement on just your appearance. And Brandy coming out delivering what she did was great. So I'm excited for this. And Shaq's been training, so that's gonna be cool.
I think this tag team is done now. We've been opposite ends on so much recently. And I hated this. I was like, who the. Okay, so who is she? Is she a wrestler or is she?
Wasn't she a basketball player?
I have no idea who she is.
I think she was like a basketball player or something. She was something in sports, but she's rumored to be dating Shaq.
Wow. Okay.
And I thought she was going to come out and challenge Cody.
See, I thought it was going to be like an affair angle with her and Cody. I was like, oh, please don't do this. This is so awkward already. Yeah, she needs work. She clearly did. If she practiced, I don't know if she was nervous or something, but I didn't like it. Brandy was the best part. Brandy saved that whole thing.
Brandy was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just overread the crowd. So if like one person said yeah, and then she acted like 1,000 people said yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why she paused so much. They can fix that.
And to give her some leeway, not much, because again, I don't like her, but Cody didn't help her either. Cody honestly kind of buried her with his facial, the way his face was, the way his body language was.
Yeah, checking the clock on the watch was the good side there, but I enjoyed it, man. I really want to see Shaq in there. But I think it's gonna bring a lot of buzz. I also want to see what he does.
Okay, I think Jade Cargill is just a fitness model.
Okay,
that's what I'm pulling up.
I mean, she's jacked. I'll give her credit.
Yeah.
She's in ring shape. It looks like.
I think.
She did play basketball. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Yeah, at Jacksonville University.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And who was saying that before? I think in our group chat before this, you said Brian Cage versus Matt said that was the best match.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I thought that was the best match of the night. It fit both people perfectly. I didn't think. I don't know. I thought it was a really good match for both of them. It made them both look better, and Matt Seidel really needs to start using that third eye so he doesn't get his ass kicked every week.
Yeah.
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 I think he'll get that win eventually.
Mm-hmm.
When you said that was the best match, I didn't want to believe it because I really wanted the Lucha Bros to be better, but I don't know. I think they're better. Maybe they're great working in Mexico. Maybe they have that down, but American style of wrestling just doesn't work for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me right now.
Yeah. So that was AEW. Some good stuff here.
Oh, before you move on, can I just talk about JR making a comment? He was trying to throw shade at WWE, I think, but he said, "Do you know how many other shows are doing picture-in-picture now?"
Oh, yeah.
For you, JR. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't get what you're trying to go for there.
This man thinks
right,
he invented picture-in-picture now.
He's gonna cry when it goes off to college.
Oh man, that's some good stuff. Before we move on from AEW, Eric, how do you feel about Dark this week?
So I mean, it's worth watching at this point now. Like, only go back to watch it for two tag teams. One, Top Flight, who they're going to face the Young Bucks next week. Definitely worth it for them because they were a very agile, smooth team. They're definitely going to get signed at some point, either by AEW or NXT. But my biggest highlight, I love the Acclaimed. These guys need to get signed. The entrance alone had me over. The guy raps it, and they're pretty good. They're pretty smooth, agile. Only thing that sucks is they're both agile, like they're both fast teams, like Private Party. I don't want too many of those teams.
Did they get the win this week?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This whole Dark was kind of like a tag team episode, which I don't know.
A lot of tag teams.
Yeah. You said you loved Taz's commentary, right? Or you love the commentary too?
Taz, all three of them, Taz, Ricky, and Excalibur worked very, very well the whole episode. So I don't really watch Dark because it's way too much like I don't want to say like amateur wrestling because it's not amateur wrestling, but it's like people who need work, and I can't watch like 2 extra hours of that every week. But those three, like when Top Flight came out, Ricky Starks was going to Taz, huh? What do you think? Maybe Team Taz, and then Excalibur hits him with this isn't the Nightmare Family where we just randomly choose people to pick every week to add. Like, everything they worked so well for like an hour and 24 minutes, whatever it was. I thought that was my favorite bit of commentary the whole week.
Damn, because I had so many notes about how they need work.
I think they have more fun with it on Dark. So some things might be a little finicky here, but some things will work natural and come out like how Zach's saying.
Yeah, you can tell it's fun. Excalibur and Taz are just bullshitting, so it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, yeah, that's for AEW. On the other side of the Wednesday Night War, though, we got NXT, where that boy Johnny Gargano cannot retain to save his life. He's the new Sasha Banks. Leon Ruff is your new North American NXT champion with a crucifix pin. Santos Escobar defeated Jake Atlas in the NXT Cruiserweight Championship match. Really good match. I think this storyline will continue. I do believe Jake might get the win over that.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy Thatcher get the win over Dexter Lumis. Really good match. I like how they blend together. You know, the entire match, Lumis is going for his chokehold, and Timothy's doing everything he can to just grind out of that. Everything with him is earned. Everything with Timothy Thatcher is grinding, and it's really cool to see. Toni Storm actually lost to Candice LeRae, and it was revealed that her ghoul was Indy Hartwell. So NXT, I thought was pretty well. How did you feel about it, Zach?
Yeah, I liked it. I don't like the Indy Hartwell reveal because that was everyone's kind of first guess, and then people guessed better ones. I will say I like the Leon Ruff stuff. I think it's very 1, 2, 3 kiddish, and if he plays it right, he's going to be a huge star. Also, Pat and the McAfucks are winning me over. Pat McAfee is really doing it right on the mic, and he's putting everyone in the feud over.
Yeah, he's turning out to be actually a really good mouthpiece for them, which that's all only Lorcan and whatchamacallit needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will say also, I don't know if you caught it, Zach, when Indy Hartwell did the reveal, she was going to go for it, then she kind of stopped. And then Candice LeRae was like, no, do it, go for it. And then she did it. So that kind of, I don't know what was going on, if she was supposed to. It threw me off a bit. The tag match was cool at the end, but NXT seems like its own show. It's coming together really nice here, coming to their own with their new stars coming up. Eric, did you catch any bit of this?
I got the Leon Ruff stuff, which
Okay.
I'm cool with booking wise. There's always gonna be a part of me that thinks Johnny Gargano should be a bigger star.
Yeah. I'll give him credit though for putting people over, but
Yeah. I don't
he
mean on
definitely
NXT.
needs to retain a belt at some point.
Yeah.
And then to NXT UK, Zach, what did you think about that?
It was a good show. It's like watching something from outside the country here. So I really enjoyed watching it because I forget how hard everyone on that show, the men and the women, no matter where they are on the roster, hit and take bumps. And you watch it and they're doing it safely. So you got like the Hunt taking on Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan. They come out kind of gimmicky in like primal outfits, which is cool because it's different because everyone in the UK kind of looks the same to me. I am still trying to figure out the Heritage Cup rules. I don't think I'll ever figure those out. But Rampage Brown, Rampage Brown debuted and he beat Jack Stars. There's a lot of really good stuff on here if you just want to watch some solid wrestling. Trent Seven beat Dave Mastiff in round 4 for that Heritage Cup.
Yeah, I'm so glad he did. I really wanted him. I want him to win the whole thing because he deserves something. But I thought he would lose in round 1, so I might stick around just to see how far he goes.
Yeah, very good package too. I think they're doing it next week. I could be wrong. With Piper Niven taking on the champion over there really soon. So a nice package to watch to build up because I missed a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's UK.
To wrap up WWE, I'm gonna go over to SmackDown and I'm gonna throw it to the rest of you guys for the Indies. But with SmackDown, I thought was clearly it's so much better than Raw. Drew McIntyre comes out, opens the show, confronts Roman, says he's going to win the belt, prove to Roman that he's not the secondary champion because him and Randy Orton have the title defense on Raw next week. Everything about that promo was so good to me. They were so intense. They're on a next level together. They played it well. But when Jimmy Uso came out, he kind of ruined it for me. He's just one beat. He's at one level the entire time, and it really threw me off. I know he's being himself, but like with this, he should have. I don't know. He should have handled differently. It didn't match the tone that was already presented by the two other guys. Sami Zayn beat Apollo Crews for the IC belt, trapped his foot on the ring post outside to win by countout. Carmella continues to attack Sasha Banks. Again, if you need another bathroom break, Otis versus Dolph Ziggler was here. Just skip right on through that. Rey Mysterio and Seth finally ended that storyline. Rey Mysterio with the big victory. We can start right there. Zach, how'd you feel that match?
It was fine. So I'll say this for news and rumors, but Seth is taking time off in December for him and Becky's child being born. So they're going to wrap up Buddy Murphy's storyline next week and then the Survivor Series. And then I think he's going to be out. Maybe a week later he'll be there, but it was fine. It's just like, don't build this all up for so long and then just kind of like, all right, we need to end it.
Yeah.
But I get it for the sake of what it is. I was fine with it.
Yeah, I was happy with how it ended on the Eddie Guerrero stuff. So I was happy with that. Like you said, man, if Ray could have hit that 619 clean, man, he looked like he really hurt himself, his legs. But I give him creative points for his slide out the ring and crashing on Seth Rollins and the steel steps.
Yeah, it felt like a pay-per-view match.
SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown was good. McIntyre also beat Jey Uso later in the night at the main event and stared Roman right in his eyes. So I do believe he will get the belt back. I think WWE shot themselves in the foot giving it to Randy Orton real quick. Because him versus Roman is just a boring match. I think McIntyre is literally just winning the belt just to face Roman, then he will drop it again to Randy. But we'll see. That's all from WWE this week. On the indie side, Eric, what you got for us?
Actually, I had 205 Live, but since you mentioned the indies, I will say Dragon Gate just did a pay-per-view. I don't even know what it's called. So if you... my recommendation is to watch it because apparently Ultimo Dragon's in there in a 6-man tag, and it's the promotion where Pac spent like most of his time. So check it out.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Well, 205 Live, is it worth watching?
Oh God, no. God, it's not worth producing. I don't know why they produced this shit. It was 27 minutes long, the entire episode, and 4 minutes of it was like this package on the history of 205 Live.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
And then like I read the winner of the match beforehand. I can't remember his name. That's how like generic he is. Curtis Stallion. The guy looks like Matt Riddle, and the Stallion thing doesn't help either. But I read he was gonna win.
That does not help at all.
I read he was gonna win, and even watching the match, I was like, what the fuck? Why is he winning? He wasn't in the match for most of it. Like, he's not a bad wrestler, but he didn't do anything. And then there's this fucking guy who looks like a mix of Joey Ryan and Joey Janela, who should have won the match, but I don't know. Anyway, the point is, Curtis Stallion is gonna fight Escobar at some point in the future, and this match is why. But don't watch it; it's not worth it.
Oh man,
Jeez.
Jesus. Okay, well, officially cutting off WWE for this week. Real quick, I just want to say shout out to Good Brothers for winning the Impact Tag Team titles against the North last night on Turning Point. Rich Swann also retained. Deonna Purrazzo won her belt back. We still don't know who shot Johnny Bravo, but Zach closes out with some Ring of Honor.
All right, we got Ring of Honor here. Eddie King, Dragon Lee, and Roosh are going to be back as a faction. I forgot the female's name who was narrating that package, but she's going to be back with them as well. SOS lost to the Briscoes, and Shane Taylor beat Kenny King in a pretty damn good match. EC3 was on the mic teasing stuff. His new character, I couldn't picture remember what it was. It was a cross between two storylines, but he's basically saying like the boundaries of wrestling don't pertain to him anymore. So maybe he will go from company to company. But he's also doing kind of how like, I think it was Jericho when he came back in the suit was just using like really large words and trying to seem more intelligent. But he's teasing, I think he's fighting Jay Briscoe now next week because of something that happened, but solid episode.
Okay. I'm glad Kenny King's still going, man. He's a good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? I haven't seen much EC3 since he left. Do you like his new gimmick more than the 1%er or?
After this week's episode, I don't know because I don't know if he's trying to pull off something he can't pull off, or if he can pull this off and the payoff is gonna be good.
Okay.
Because we have talked, he's gonna be the one to put other people over and make them look better, like with Moose. But I don't know. So we'll see how this new thing comes up because he's teasing what he's doing every time he talks. So.
Okay.
I look forward to that, man. That's Around the World in Wrestling this week. Let's go to Zach. You got some trivias for us this week.
We do. It's been 15 years since the passing of Eddie Guerrero, so I wanted to remember him this episode. We're going to start. I got 3 rounds, like the Three Amigos here, of trivia. So we'll go to round 1 of questions right now. So, there you go. Round 1 here. Who did Eddie beat for his first United States title reign? A, Chris Benoit, B, Big Show, C, X-Pac, or D, Diamond Dallas Page?
For his first
United States title.
I should know this because the game I have, I almost used that question. Fuck.
Knock, you got a guess?
I'm gonna go with Benoit.
Okay. Eric?
What were the options again?
Chris Benoit, Big Show, X-Pac, or DDP?
I feel like it's Benoit, but just for the sake of it, I'll say X-Pac.
It's Diamond Dallas Page.
Damn.
So that was a WCW.
Oh, gosh.
Number 2, who helped Eddie to beat Chris Benoit to win his second U.S. title? Who helped Eddie beat Chris Benoit for his second U.S. title?
Chava.
Knock?
Oh, their choices?
Oh, I'm sorry. Chavo, Rhino, Ray, or Edge?
I'm gonna go Ray, but I think it's Chavo.
The trivia thing says it was Rhino.
Huh.
And when they're explaining it, it's something to do with like Stephanie McMahon getting involved and then Rhino going in and helping. But I gotta go back and watch a lot of this.
Exposed, man.
And the sad part is, I thought maybe Rhino was not on my radar.
Let's try number 3 here. When was Eddie's first cruiserweight title reign? Was it 1997, 2000, 1998, or 1996?
His first one. I'm going to say 1996. It had to be in WCW.
Knock?
Damn, I would guess that one too.
I'm
gonna say that too.
97.
Oh
Close.
Gosh,
you got the company right. Number 4, how long did it take Eddie until he was finally able to win his Cruiserweight Championship back from Rey Mysterio? Was it A, 3 weeks, B, 2 months, 1 month, or D, 10 hours?
Here's the thing. I've never seen Eddie as cruiserweight champion. I always take people's word that he just was, so I have no idea. I'm gonna guess 10 hours.
Knock.
What was the other option?
3 weeks, 2 months, 1 month, 10 hours.
I'm gonna go 3 weeks.
It was 1 month. C. All right, let's try number 5. How many times has Eddie won the European title? 1, 2, 0, or 4?
2.
Knock.
Man, he sounds confident there. I'll go 4, but he sounded real confident.
Eric's got it.
That was going to be one of the questions.
All right, this one everyone should know. Who did Eddie defeat to win his first IC title?
Fuck.
Oh my.
No choices.
No choices for this one because it was supposed to be that easy.
This is one of the I looked at it last night. I should know this.
Okay, I know. I do know this one. It's just I always get these two people confused because they were a tag team together on Raw. I'm gonna tell you the names, but it's Super Crazy or Psychosis. I'm gonna go Psychosis, but it's one of those two. I just get them confused.
Eric?
I don't even think it's I don't think it's one of those two, but damn, I don't know.
Oh fuck. If it's not one of those two, I'm finished.
It's China.
Was it China?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. That's right. Is it triple threat, right? Or was it just a straight?
I can't remember. He accidentally I think tripped down her and pinned her or something. Oh man. All right, number 7. Which pay-per-view did Eddie beat Rob Van Dam to win his second Intercontinental title? Was it A, Armageddon 2001, B, Judgment Day 2002, C, Backlash 2002, or WrestleMania 17?
Before you gave the choices, I was thinking Armageddon, so I'm gonna say that.
Okay, knock.
What was WrestleMania? What was the other two besides WrestleMania and Armageddon?
Judgment Day and Backlash, both 2002.
I'm going Judgment Day.
Backlash 2002.
Damn. You're kidding.
How many times did Los Guerreros use the title belt to win their first WWE Tag Team Championship? Was it 4 times, 1 times, 2 times, or 0 times?
4.
I'm gonna say 0.
C2.
Damn.
Who was Eddie's unlikely partner in his second WWE Tag Team title run? And I have no choices for this.
Benoit.
Knock.
I guess him too.
Tajiri.
What?
Oh my gosh, we talked about that on the podcast. We talked about that.
Oh my god.
Last one of round 1. Who or what helped Eddie win a WWE Championship match against Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 20? A, his frog splash. B, his nephew. C, his boot. D, his title belt.
His boot.
Yeah.
There you go. You got that one.
Okay.
Here's round 1, amigos.
2 out of I don't know how many.
Leave a comment in the comments and expose me if any of these are wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Shit, we're ready to move on from that. That was embarrassing. If you're watching, just cut us some slack.
Yeah.
It's a bad day. Let's shotgun news and rumors real quick. Zelina Vega, the biggest one, got released from WWE. She's supporting unionization. They cut her. What are your thoughts on that, guys?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
That to me was my favorite star who was going to be a huge star in that company, and they just dropped the ball.
I thought so too. They dropped the ball in a major way. She was one of the best talkers in the business today. I just to see where she came from, all the stuff that she's been through to really make it here and to be doing her dream. I was so proud of her, and it's just hard to see. I know she'll bounce back, but this was just it was heartbreaking to see. And she talked about it on Twitch. And they love using her story and her dad's story to promote themselves. But when she stands up for themselves, like, oh no, get rid of that. And I think this is a fight. This is going to be the beginning of something that is not going to be good for Vince.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you did, because I think that's what a lot of these wrestlers need to get, is some balls. She didn't stop streaming, and she didn't stop. She started in OnlyFans, so she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
There was a article that I think Meltzer just put out 30 minutes ago. By now, maybe 40, where he says that she was making more money doing her Twitch and all that stuff than WWE. So
I am not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I don't blame her for staying up for herself. She's fine.
Yeah, and also I forgot her name, Gabrielle. I forgot. She's the head of the SAG union here.
unions?
Yeah, here in Hollywood. She reached out to
Yeah.
her through Twitter. There's also some wrestlers that reached out through Twitter, like Maria Kanellis, who I think just need to shut up because you're not going to do anything. You're going to say stuff on Twitter, but you're not actually going to go out and do something with a union. So it's just weird how many like meh wrestlers are just like saying that they should do something for a union who aren't actually going to do something for a union. I can see Zelina going back to Gabrielle and working something out. I can see Paige getting involved. But when you have someone like Maria and some other people who I'm not going to mention, it's just like you're waiting again for other people to take care of your lives for you.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Another sad news. Chelsea Green made her debut on SmackDown and got injured. I don't know if you saw it during the spot, but she was on the apron and Liv Morgan came for a drop kick. She just landed on her wrist. She immediately clutched it. It looked bad. It didn't look like she was selling. She had surgery. So once again, another debut for Chelsea Green and her injury.
Mhm.
We'll see when she comes back. WWE signed a whole bunch of... Go ahead.
Sorry, it's the exact same injury she had on her NXT thing, too.
Jeez. She's got to stop falling on her wrist.
Yep.
WWE is signing a whole bunch of TNA talent. They just signed, looks like they'll be signing the Rascals. Chris Bay debuted, who I guess last month. I thought it was more recent, but some stuff there to clean up house. And they're also trying to poach a lot of AEW Dark talent that is not signed. So they're really going at it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the mega corporation they are. Do you guys have any other news and rumors this week?
Let me see. While I'm pulling it up, didn't Nia Jax injure someone this week?
I'm sure she did, wherever she was, if she was in catering or wherever.
On Raw, it turns out Mandy Rose is the latest victim of Nia Jax. She looked like she landed really bad on her neck. So another devastating injury. Hopefully she's okay.
These women need to stop wrestling her. That's it.
Yeah. Another thing real quick. I mean, if you guys, what are your thoughts on the AEW video game? You know, now that we've seen it being revealed in very, very early stages, they got 3 games coming out, the casino game, the general manager mode game, and then a fully fledged console game to be determined when it's going to come out. But they had a little trailer coming.
It's fine. I'm not going to judge until you can play it.
Yeah.
That's what's really going to matter. How fluid is it and how much fun it is to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely want to see some gameplay first.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they showed Kenny versus Cheetah in the game, I really hope that they're leaning towards making mixed matches a thing on TV eventually.
Yeah.
And the only thing I will say is it made Cheetah look like a Shawn or something. Like she did not look like Cheetah at all. So if they could just work on their motion capture just a little bit more, I'd appreciate it.
I think they definitely will because Kenny and Jericho didn't look so hot either.
Yeah, that's true.
They've definitely
Jericho looked like Jericho.
I was they added some muscle to Jericho. Like Jericho walked in, like, yeah, pump those muscles up, bigger.
Oh man, that's boy Jericho.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I don't have any news and rumors. It was a slow week.
Okay, I just have a few.
Yeah.
Also, just really quick, I just want to point out how in the beginning of SmackDown, how much hate they threw at Raw. I really appreciated that about the ratings and how it is the bigger show now.
Yes.
And when Paul Heyman was like, "You're not missing much," when Roman said, "I don't watch Raw." Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what I have is
Tell the
WWE
truth.
has passed on Jade Cargill in the past. So let me start on that. MTV's The Challenge will have Lionel Green, aka Leo Rush, on the next season. Alexa Bliss
he's got
got
big
engaged to Ryan Cabrera. I do not remember his 1.5 hits. And Brody Lee is out with an ankle injury. He hasn't wrestled since October 7th.
I was wondering why he was gone. It's been a minute. Okay.
And also, if you guys want to know our opinions on the unions and everything, go back. You can check out our YouTube episode number 14. We had our Kyle Brule guest spot on there, and we talked about it in length and in detail. So please double check that episode out where we do talk about what is good and bad about unionizing wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yes, big episode. Definitely hit that up. I hate to do this, but let's venture back into the second round of trivia. Hopefully we have a better showing.
Okay.
Zach, hit us with it, man.
All right. Round 2. How old was Eddie when he had his first wrestling match? 7, 9, 11, or 13?
7, 9, 11, or 13.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay, so Wikipedia must be lying to me then, because I remember reading that he trained at 14, but again, Wikipedia is flawless. So,
Well, this is from What Culture, so I don't know. I don't know who's more accurate.
Then I'm gonna say 13 because it's closest.
Okay. What about you, Knock?
I'm gonna go all the way and just say 7. You know, I think he was doing it from that age.
All right. According to What Culture, it was 9.
I believe it. The guy is one of the best.
I believe it too.
All right. Which belt did he win in his debut match for an organization? The ECW World Television Championship, the WCW World Cruiserweight Championship, the WWF European Championship, or the WWF Tag Team Championship? Which belt did he win in his debut match for an organization?
The ECW.
Knock?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one too.
You are correct. All right, number 3. What was on the line when Eddie faced Chavo Guerrero at Bash at the Beach? Was it the WCW?
Hair versus hair.
Oh, shit. Well, that is it. Let's just move on.
I'm sorry, though.
Who did Eddie Guerrero beat to become WWF European Champion within months of joining the company? Was it William Regal, Val Venus, Kurt Angle, or Chris Jericho?
I'm gonna say William Regal.
I'm gonna go Jericho.
Yep, his buddy put him over. Chris Jericho.
Nice.
All right, Eddie Guerrero accidentally. We did this one already. China. All right, Los Guerreros first became tag team champions at which pay-per-view? Survivor Series, Armageddon, Royal Rumble, or WrestleMania 19?
Say it one more time. Like the
Survivor Series, Armageddon, Royal Rumble, or WrestleMania 19?
I'm gonna go Survivor Series.
Okay, Eric?
Same.
That's it. Number 7. Who did Eddie Guerrero last eliminate from the SmackDown Royal Rumble to get a title shot at No Way Out? Was it Big Show, Cena, Rikishi, or Angle?
Rikishi?
I just want to say, in high school, I used to fucking hate tests because I would study the night before and I would forget everything during the tests. That's what this is right now. But I think it was Big Show.
It was Kurt Angle.
Damn.
All right. Guerrero lost the WWE Championship to JBL in what type of match? Street fight, Texas bull rope, cage match, or no DQ?
Texas bull rope.
Yeah, I think that sounds like it would be the match for JBL.
That is correct. Yep, Texas bull rope. All right. Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio lost the tag titles to which team, which led to Eddie turning on Rey? Did they lose to Deuce and Domino, the Basham Brothers, Eminem, or Paul London and Billy Kidman?
I think it was it Eminem?
Damn, were they there that early?
I think it's Eminem.
I'm gonna say Deuce and Domino.
That's what I picked, Eric.
No,
but
they were
Knock,
later.
you got it. Knock, it is Eminem.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Deuce and Domino beat Paul London and Brian Kendrick later on because I remember pissing me off.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, last question. Guerrero won what award 2 years running from the Wrestling Observer newsletter? Was it most charismatic, best on interviews, best technical wrestler, or hardest worker?
I'm gonna say most technical.
I'm gonna go most charismatic. That seems like an Eddie thing to win.
And that wasn't anything to win. Most charismatic 2 years in a row.
I think that.
All right, there's round number 2.
Please tell me in the comments if I redeem myself or not, but Lord. All right. Eric, take it away, man. What's your game?
All right. So the reason I was doing so much Eddie homework is when Zach pitched this one, I decided, let's get some more Eddie memories in here. So I don't know how well this is going to translate to us doing this over Zoom, but I've got 3 rounds for you guys, and we're going to play a good old-fashioned game of Hangman. You're going to go back and forth, and you're going to guess at leather. And the first one to get the word correctly gets the point.
Okay.
All these things relate to Eddie. I'll give you a hint. You guys have, if you get 6 incorrect answers, then that's it. You both lose.
Okay.
All right, let's pull this up.
You want the screen?
No, it's I have it on paper. That's why I said I don't know if it's gonna work so well. So if you're people listening, forgive me if this segment flops. But round one, you have 2 words.
Okay.
First word has 7 letters. Third word has 3. I'm sorry, second word has 3. And your hint is Taz coined this term when Eddie would do his famous chair fake out spot. Zach, I'll let you go first. You can go ahead and guess a letter, or you can guess the word if you want.
A D.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Knock.
Let me go with a C.
Incorrect.
An R.
Incorrect.
Shit, can I get a T?
Incorrect. You got 2 more misses. I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
So when Eddie would do this, the other person would be disqualified because they were holding the chair. And if we were watching a cop movie, you would also the equivalent would be you are holding this blank. I don't know if that clears it up for you, but
Evidence hit.
no.
Damn.
Knock. Guess the letter or the word.
Yeah, I'm going to go letter. I'm going to go with P.
P?
Yeah.
No. Just to be nice, I'll give you each one more guess.
S.
That's the first letter of the first word.
Oh, jeez.
And how many letters was that word again?
7. It goes over to you, Mark.
Let me go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let me go with. Did someone say C yet?
Yeah.
I think someone did, yeah.
Let me go R.
No. All right. Smoking gun.
Ah, damn.
Oh my gosh.
Whenever he would throw the chair, Taz would say the smoking gun. And
It's not a good first episode as champ.
All right, round 2. A little bit more obscure because I didn't even know this until last night. But 2 words. First word has 3 letters in it, and the second word has 4. And the hint is, when this close friend of Eddie's died, he began using the frog splash as his finisher in tribute. Knock, you can go ahead and give the first one this time.
G.
No.
S.
No.
Go with. We get a C.
No.
A G.
Nope. You're guessing all the words were in the last one. All others.
This is why my ass ain't going to Wheel of Fortune.
Let me go with an Ed.
No.
An A.
Yes. First letter of the first word. I'll give you a hint. Sheamus and Cesaro often raise this.
Are we working together or is it like against each other?
I mean, you're working together, but one of you could get the word.
Well,
So
Zach, they raised the bar.
I know. I just don't know how that fits into these letters.
Yeah.
I'll even
So the
to
first
help
one was 3 letters. The second word was how many letters?
4. And I'll even say this: there's one letter. If you guess it, that is half of the puzzle.
Jeez. Knock, you gonna pick another letter? Are you over there?
I'll just
banging
go with
everything?
B for now.
That is the first letter of the second word. So you have A in the first word, B in the second word.
Is there an M?
No.
Damn.
I'll give you one more. Go ahead, knock.
O.
No. Answer was Art Bar. Artbarr.
Yeah, I wasn't guessing that.
Once he died, Eddie started doing the frog splash in
Oh
tribute.
man.
All right, last one. This one, 2 words. First word has 5 letters. Second word has 6 letters. And the hint is that in Eddie's debut match in WWE, he teamed with this person against the New Age Outlaws. First guess goes to you, Zach.
Perry Saturn.
That is correct.
That carried the team.
All right.
Man, we're gonna get roasted in the comments.
Well, let us know how you did, because
Yeah, please.
yeah.
Ooh.
I got to regain my composure here, but with that, thanks for that game, Eric. We're gonna, to my better judgment, throw to Zach for the last round of trivia. What you got, man?
All right. The last of the 3 amigos here. First question. What is Eddie's birth date? Is it March 6th, 1979, October 9th, 1967, February 8th, 1972, or March 24th, 1962?
I feel like it was very recently, so I'm gonna say October.
Same. I think they did. Yeah, I'm gonna go October also because I think they did something special for that day.
That's what it was. Correct. Question number 2. What country was he born in? The USA, Spain, Mexico, or Portugal?
I would guess Mexico.
I'm gonna say USA.
That is correct, Eric. USA. Number 3. What is Eddie's full name? And here's where I'll get roasted in the comments. Eduardo Gori Guerrero Llanes, Eduardo Gori Salvador Guerrero, Eduardo Chavo Llanes Guerrero, or excuse me, Eduardo Chavo Salvador Guerrero.
I'm gonna say B. Whatever your second one was, it's that one.
The second one. Did the second one have Gory in it?
The first 2 did.
The first 2 did.
Eduardo Gori Guerrero Llanes. Damn, I'm really gonna get roasted. You get just your girl roast me. Edward
Yeah.
Edward Gori Salvador Guerrero.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Damn.
That first one is correct. This is an easy one. Eddie's nickname is the Nature Boy. True or false?
No.
It's so easy that it feels like a joke, but no, false.
Wrong. Back in 1983. No. All right.
Get
Number
out of here, man. Oh my gosh.
Number 5. Eddie Guerrero captured his first WWE Championship at No Way Out 2004. Who did he defeat? Was it Benoit, Goldberg, Lesnar, or Angle?
Brock Lesnar.
Agree.
Yep. That it was. Number 6. Eddie has a nephew who is also a WWE wrestler. What is his name?
Chavo.
Is that
Yeah.
a trick question? Because
No, that's it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Number 7. Which title has Eddie never won? The WWE Championship, the US Championship, the IC Championship, which I guess I basically said the C twice by saying IC Championship, or the World Heavyweight Championship?
The U.S. champion.
I don't remember him winning the world title. Not on WWE, right?
Just
The
in
world
general.
title. The world.
I'm gonna take back mine. I said okay, so it's world heavyweight. Yeah, heavyweight. Yeah, he didn't win that.
Yep, that is correct. All right. And what does Eddie's favorite quote, Viva La Raza, mean?
Go ahead, knock.
Oh man. I was gonna give you a chance there.
He just wanted a chance to Bing translate it.
Exactly.
No. Listen. Well, I'll break it down for you. Viva
Live
La Raza, the race.
Yeah, long live the race.
Okay. Good for you, Eddie. I dig it.
Number 9, in what year did Eddie make his debut as a pro wrestler? Was it 1990? Was it 2000, 1989, or 1987?
I'm gonna go 87.
I feel like I said this last episode. I'm gonna say 89.
I guess
I could be wrong.
Yeah, if you do the math from the question 1, it is 1987.
Oh, damn.
And finally, if you get this wrong, you're fired from the show. Well, maybe not, because he does have many moves. What is his finishing move? Three Amigos, Hurricanrana, Lasso from El Paso, or the Frog Splash?
All right, I could fight the lasso from El Paso being one of them, but Frog Splash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Frog Splash, man. My confidence has been shook.
Yep, that's it. That's the end of the quiz.
All right. Thank you guys for exposing me on the podcast live. But let's finish it off with some promo school so we can have a nice close to this embarrassing podcast from your boy.
So today on Promo School, I just want to talk about Eddie Guerrero. I want to talk about any favorite promos you guys have of his. I want to talk about why he was so fluid on the mic. And if you want to go through how he was in WCW compared to the end of his career, we can do that as well. But first off, let's just go. Do you guys have a favorite Eddie promo? Or anything that he said or did?
I can't stop go ahead, Derek.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say something quick about like his shake. I do that all the time, man, even to this day.
Yeah, that's a cool thing, man. And anytime anyone else does it, it just looks like an Eddie move. Yeah, I love that shake. Did you do that when you got the PS5?
Oh, of course. I think the other one, just the Dominic one. That was I'm your poppy.
Yeah, the thing's something so like outrageous, but he sold it.
Yeah, and I think so. We'll talk about another promo in a little bit here, but that's why I wanted to talk about his promos, is because no matter what, he was in some kind of like not so great storylines in WWE sometimes, but he sold every bit of it, and his matches were like I'll put on like Bret Hart caliber matches, which sold the matches no matter who he was facing, if you're excited or not. So to basically run down his promos. In WCW, it felt like a lot of the cruiserweights were under the radar. So if you're under the radar, if you're sitting in the back of class, you can kind of goof off. And not that he goofed off on his promos, but even like when Jericho was doing the list of Jericho for Dean Malenko, it's like, no one's paying attention to me. Let me just do what I want to do. And he was really good in WCW when he did his promos. Translating that over when he first came into WWE, I think he was as good, but I think there's a little bit of like, okay, now the company's watching us. Us coming over as the Radicals was a big deal. But then he got more comfortable. He found out who he was and his spot and everything like that. And he just was delivering awesome promos no matter what. And like you said with the Dominic stuff, he was selling everything. So that goes into, in my opinion, his best promo was going into No Way Out against Brock Lesnar when he did the Attic promo. When he went in and he went in who he was, I mean, he gave one of the most heartfelt promos I've ever seen on the mic. You've seen some great ones from a lot of people like Flair and stuff like that who will tell true stories while on the mic. But this one was just so he got into it. And he didn't hold back. They didn't cut anything out, I don't believe. And this is just like he knew who he was. And I think that's who he was every time he grabbed the mic. He knew who Eddie Guerrero was. And I think after he got through with the troubles that he had, he was even more strong on the mic, and led to this promo, which in my opinion is one of the greatest promos in WWE history.
Yeah. He just has so much range, like, with this stuff, even the goofing off stuff. And then when he was a heel, the stuff he did with Ray, when he betrayed him, when he sat in the ring, talking about how Ray's stealing from him, like, this was just legendary stuff, man. Like, you were just so invested in watching him, even playing off The Rock. I don't know if you remember that one, but The Rock's over here making fun of him, and he still could put himself over.
Yeah,
and not many people could do that with a guy like that.
Yeah, definitely. He whenever you see like a cheesy like Jeff Hardy redemption segment about like his past, That's what they're like. That's what they wish they could have, like another Eddie promo. Like that's what they want. But you can't copy that. The guy dug down deep, took out his deepest secrets, and just made it work. The guy was a complete package. You didn't want to hate him.
Yeah, he was. He was the epitome of every time I say know your resume. I think no matter where he was in life, he knew who he was. So if something was going on in his personal life, he still knew professionally all the stuff that he's done. And I think that's why he was so solid in delivering his promos. He knew who he was, and he was fine with it. Not like he was contempt and he didn't want to do better. He always wanted to do better and get, a main title and whatever else. But he was so good at knowing who he was that when he held a title, you wanted him to keep the title. Like it wasn't the chase kind of champion. Like the chase is over. You don't care. He was so good with a belt because he was like, I'm Eddie Guerrero. I have a championship belt, and he delivered championship promos every time, face or heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of not related to his promos, but this story Matt Hardy tells on Inside the Ropes, where he and Eddie worked like back to back house shows together. And they would be told like, okay, you have 11 minutes. Don't go over 11 minutes. And then Matt would be like, okay, man, it's time to go home. And you'd be like, nah, man, we got a meeting off our hands. Another 5-10 minutes. And then they go backstage. And then Eddie'd be like, hey, it was all my fault. It wasn't Matt. Next show. Okay, you guys got 11 minutes. Make sure. And Eddie would just keep going over and over every single time because he was that fucking good. He's a perfectionist. He understood every angle, every aspect of pro wrestling. He was a true professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like, was he zipping up something there? Zipping up the PS4 in a black bag. He's gonna bury it.
I mean, I'm winning that in the next prediction contest, so better pretty it up real nice.
Basically, I just wanted to bring that up for promo school and not do a promo, just because that is kind of a big thing to have in the back of your mind, no matter where you are in life. Just know your resume and also know your accomplishments in life. Know that you have tried stuff, and there is no like real failing at something if you did try it. And like just be proud of your accomplishments. Sell yourself. Like when you're talking to someone, like asking them out for a date, if you're going into a job interview, like be proud of what you've done, and then be prouder if you get that date or that job or whatever. But don't ever feel bad about things that you don't get. So always be proud of who you are, because that's what I got from Eddie Guerrero.
Very true. At no point you never saw him
true
sweat. Legend. But yeah. It's kind of trying to do an Eddie Guerrero tribute episode. But I did that.
And I steal.
Yeah.
I did too. I wish I could do better in trivia, but thank you for that promo school to this week, Zach. Eric, any final words?
All I have to say is thank you for listening, and for all my fellow Justice League members, just remember, he's watching.
All right. Thanks if you made it to this point. Thank you for sticking with us and watching. Again, subscribe for that giveaway. Your chance at those things Eric and Shaylin are making. Big things coming in the next few weeks, he said. Also, check out some of his past few videos of the PlayStation 5 unboxing. Check that out. See how to set it up. Of course, Zach has Pop Talk. Got some tier lists dropping this week for you. Zach, where can they find us?
Man, you know where they can find us. Viva La Raza! They can find us in the back of a lowrider celebrating Eddie Guerrero's career. Love the guy. Miss him a lot.
We're going right out to that. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.